Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Facebook Live in my second annual summer series of Facebook Lives. And tonight I'm here talking all about vocabulary. And I'm going to give you some tips for differentiating your vocabulary instruction. If you're joining live and you want to say hello, feel free to leave a hello in the comment section. Or if you're watching the replay, you can certainly say hello in the replay as well. If you've never seen a Facebook Live from me before, hello, my name is Jen Bengal, and I've been a teacher, a literacy coach, and I also have a graduate degree in reading education and a postgraduate degree as a literacy collaborative coordinator. I trained with Irene Fountas and her colleagues at Lesley University for a few years in Boston, and so I just love literacy and I love helping teachers. So tonight we're talking about differentiating vocabulary. And now if you're looking at a specific vocabulary instruction, if you don't have a direct vocabulary curriculum, you can check out the vocabulary curriculums that I did post in the title. The kindergarten through second grade are at primaryvocabulary.com and the third through sixth are at teachvocab.com. But tonight is part of my summer series. Now, I have to confess, I made a mistake. I accidentally planned the talk today for next Thursday's topic. So I had my weeks mixed up. August can be kind of crazy. So next week I'll actually jump back and go to whatever tonight's topic was on our calendar. So tonight we're talking about vocabulary. Some ideas for teaching vocabulary that I think are really great best practice strategies from the 3 years that I spent researching vocabulary. I really believe that when we introduce vocabulary words to our students, no matter what level they're at, that we should be introducing those words within the context of a passage. And I think that's really, really important to introduce the words within a context, not just give them the words and the definitions and then they memorize them. Putting them inside the context of something really helps them understand context clues, how the word works inside of a sentence, inside of a paragraph, and it really makes a big difference in how you introduce the words. Hi, Jeannie from Georgia. Welcome to our little Facebook Live tonight. If you're just watching, you can say hello too, like Jeannie did. And another thing I think that's really important when we're teaching vocabulary is not only exposing them to words within the context of a passage, but we should be exposing kids to words within lots of different contexts. So in the passage is one, but you can also do it through connections. You can ask the kids different questions that will help them connect the words to other words that they know and other places they maybe have seen those words before as well. You can also talk to the kids about the words related to their own personal experiences. So if the word is jealous, you can talk about, have you ever been jealous before? Have you ever felt jealous? When's the last time you were jealous of something, or what were you jealous about? So just taking that word and putting it right into their own lives is a really powerful thing to do as well. Integrate those words into their own lives through questions and oral conversation, really rich oral conversation. By doing these things, you will ensure that you're building a lifelong love of words for your students, and you'll have them apply those words to all aspects of their life, in oral and in written form as well. Hi, Marcia. Welcome to tonight's talk. Marcia, hi. So the next page I have for you, and I'm giving you all of these slides in just a minute, are some tips for you to differentiate your vocabulary. So some people might think, well, I have this vocabulary list at the beginning of the week, and I know that there's certain kids that know all these words and they have them memorized already or whatever that is, and you want to find things that will challenge them. Some things that I do, and I'm just going to read this list quickly and then I'm going to show you some of these ideas and give you these pages so you can look back on these. I'll create synonym, antonym boxes. I will have the students make meaning webs because lots of words have more than one meaning. I'll have them make Venn diagrams and compare the words. I'll have them do connection boxes. Or one thing that I'll do is I'll have them make a vocabulary necklace. So they have to wear the necklace with the vocabulary word on it, and they have to walk around, and all day everybody has to try and use that word in conversation with them that they have around their neck, which is a really fun thing to do. And you can also have them play with words in reader's theater, which is really fun. This is an example of how I would do the synonym antonym boxes. So you can have the kids write the word. If you want to challenge them, you think they all know these words already, you want to challenge them, have them write the word and make as many synonyms or as many antonyms for the word as they could. And that's a really good challenge for them. You can also have them do these meaning webs. Hi, Susan. You can also have them do these meaning webs where they have to put the word in the middle and think of all the different ways the word could be used. So in this example, the word exception, they wrote that one thing, not like the rest, not like normal, or breaking a rule. So these all kind of mean something slightly different. So if you're wondering if your kids know all the meanings of the words that you have that week, challenge them to do a web like this and talk about the different meanings of the word as well. You can also do Venn diagrams. This one's really cool, where you can have the students compare two words and tell about how they're the same and how they're different. This can be a pretty good challenge for your kids who are advanced. They can be looking at words and comparing how they're alike and different. Another one you can do with connecting them with the words is you can have them do a web kind of like this. And again, I'm going to give you all these examples in a link in a second. But you can have them put the word and the definition in one little box and then make a connection to it. Like the first example, argue to not agree. I argued with my mom last night about eating vegetables. So you can have them make connections that way too. To help them build the words into their personal experiences and differentiate that way, you can do things like this. You can make a 3-column chart where they have to write their vocabulary words and then what they would say. So if they use this word in context during a conversation, what would they say? And if they wrote something with that word in it, what would they write? So they're practicing putting these words into their oral and written conversations this way. These are really fun cards that are actually part of the vocabulary curriculum. I give them would you rather scenarios. So would you rather have a gigantic dog or a collection of video games? Why? Would you rather crash your bike into a garbage can or a mailbox? Why? So they have to know what crash means to be able to answer that. Would you rather be disappointed or suspicious? So 2 vocabulary words they have to know and explain why. So those are really fun to have them put in to a conversation about their personal experiences. And in the curriculum, I also have these pages that are really fun for the kids to write about how they would use the words in a conversation if they were to use them. So these are all examples of how you can differentiate your vocabulary curriculum. And I wanted to tell you really quickly too, that I'm having a webinar in just a few minutes on guided reading, kind of a shift from vocabulary to guided reading. If you wanted to join me for the guided reading webinar, you can do that. Right now, I'm going to put in the comment section the link to the freebie for tonight's Facebook Live. So this is just a free resource for you. And I think that went through. Maybe it didn't. I'll try it one more time. There we go. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so you can see here's the link to tonight's free resource. And let me also put in the link for the webinar for tonight. So if you wanted to go to the webinar tonight, it's a free webinar on guided reading. There's been over 12,000 teachers that have been to this webinar already. So it's a really good one. And there is the link for that. I'm doing about 5 things behind the scenes at once. And then I'm going to give you, I'm not sure if these popped up yet, but if you wanted to take a look at the vocabulary curriculum that there is available, there you go. Oh, good question. Monica said, what time is the guided reading? The guided reading webinar is at 7:30 p.m. Central. So in little less than an hour, it's going to start. But you can still register for it by going here. It'll take you to a page where you just put in your email and you give them your first name, and then you'll get a registration email. It'll have a special link, and you just click that, and it'll take you through the simple steps to sign up for the webinar, and you'll be in. Okay, so I think I am going to sign off because I have a lot to do to get ready for the webinar, so hopefully I'll see you tonight. Otherwise, don't forget, let me scroll back here. This free download is in the comment section. So you can grab all of these pages that I just talked about in the comment section, take a look at them, get some new ideas for differentiating your vocabulary. I will be live again next Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. and I'll be talking about comprehension and mastery on Tuesday and giving you some resources that day as well. I hope you enjoyed this talk, and I will talk to you again next Tuesday, and hopefully I'll see you in the webinar tonight in just under an hour. Take care, everybody, and have a great night. Bye.